What's going on, fam? Andy tuning in one more time. Today I am attempting to veganize the chile relleno. Kind of interesting. I had a thought, man. I've been coming through and running through all these recipes. What would I really like right now? Something homey, something that takes me back. And well, that's what that was, man. Some chile rellenos. So first step. We bought some chile poblanos, some nice decent sized ones, so we can fill them up with some vegan cheese. Got my pan on high. I would just wash them, but the water shouldn't do too much of a damage. And we're just gonna roast the outside and try to fit maybe 3 of them. We'll see what we can do here. Yeah, I think 3 will work. So just pan on high, and then I'll be back to show you the progress and what it kind of should look like. And after we get them nice and charred on the outside, put them in a plastic bag and let the plastic bag steam the skin so it's easy to ply off. And then we'll get to the flouring and then what I chose to use as an egg wash, quote unquote. And then we'll get to frying. I got my beans cooking nice and slow. I'm gonna make some rice. Not really planning to make Spanish rice, but some type of variation that I enjoy. Y'all are more than welcome to get some Spanish rice. Yeah, man, just want to share this real quick and be back with the progress. Hopefully it doesn't take too long because I am hungry and it's almost 11 a.m. So I did my thing in the morning and now I'm here cooking it up. Before the ambulance starts, I'm outro. Alright, fam, so it's been about maybe 15 to 20 minutes or so. This one over here just split open, I believe, because I had the lid on and there was too much moisture. So I'm gonna use that to my advantage soon, but it's almost done. They're almost charred on all sides, just missing a few little corners and stuff, but I'll probably just lift that guy out because he's suffering. And what we do now is place it inside our plastic bag, and we're not really knot it. We're just gonna I don't know, kind of close it. It's gonna be perfect, not too airtight or anything. And just put another poblano. I got 6 or 7, I think, you know, one for each day. I'm meal prepping, and just make the rice and beans 2 days out. Alright, y'all, I'll be back once everything is done. This is the process. This is probably the most timely, other than letting them cool off, taking the skin out, but I'll show y'all as I go. Alright, fam, tune it back in. I got my last batch of chiles already roasting, basically done. So I got my bag. I'll show y'all. It's kind of a mess. There's a few holes in it, but that's where I was holding the chiles. Now what I'm gonna do is, they're still slightly warm. Let me get some of the ones in the bag. Okay, this is what we're working with. Okay, and now we're gonna start peeling. They've been in the bag for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. I wasn't really counting, I was taking a little break and just kicking back. Alright. There's not a time frame for the roasting, just as long as it's to the point where they're softer, pliable, and just to get that flavor as well. So that's basically it. Oh. The tail fell off this one. And the only suggestion I got is don't overdo them. It seems like I might have, but we're gonna freeze these after stuffing them with cheese, so we get that nice rigid texture, so they're not flopping around in the oil later on. Okay, gotta be careful with this one. Pretty well done on this guy. And there will be juices, so be ready to clean. I've already cleaned some of my counters because the bag was leaking. There's a few holes in it. Like I said, the bag doesn't have to be super airtight, nothing too fancy or crazy. Just enough to hold the humidity. Okay, get most of the skin. It's okay if you leave a little bit. You know, you can chalk that up to flavor. The tail is nice to keep. Gives you something to hold on to when frying, but I'll be using my tongs anyway, so no big deal. And it's gonna be the last one right here. Okay, hopefully it's still in the frame. Yes, it is. Okay. This one was a little bit better. I didn't charge this guy. This guy was too much. But yeah, the skin should come off pretty darn easy. As long as you keep him in the bag for quite some time. I'm super excited to see how this cheese melts and if my little egg wash idea will work. The recipe, I got it from basically just remembering like jobs I've had in the past, and obviously growing up in a Mexican home, Mama used to do this all the time. Make burritos. My blood comes from northern Mexico, so they don't really have that kind of watery tomato salsa they have in some places, which is cool, very traditional, classic Mexican food, but I will not be doing that today. Okay, right on. Now it's time to find, this already split, so I'm gonna use this as my opening. Okay. Okay, so I already got some cheese already opened up that I've been using. Got the Viola Kobe Jack. You can use whatever blend or vegan block cheese that you enjoy. Let's see if I can pour it in without blocking the camera. Uh-oh. Okay, I want to use a few different cheeses, so I'm not using them all the same type of one. Okay, I don't want to block the camera. Bit of shredded, and then I remember my mom using like a block cheese growing up, so you might want to consider that. Okay, and the trick to keeping everything together it's gonna sound kind of crazy, but it's gonna be toothpicks, little wooden toothpicks. I doubt plastic can work for this because, you know, that melts, but being this one's gonna be a little intense, a little crazy, but toothpicks that have any on hand. Put some right here. Okay. And then you're gonna weave the toothpick somehow, some way, like that. Can I still weave it? Without breaking it. Okay. And then, being that we're putting toothpicks into food, make sure it's recording. Make sure to take them out before you start, you know, chowing down. Okay, so far so good on this side. Don't want to put this one either. At the end of the day, this is homemade, so I don't expect perfection, but I do want a solid chile relleno for sure. Ooh. Okay, definite surgery for sure. I might either just stake them because this chile relleno got a little busted. For sure. It's totally my fault, but learn from me. Don't go too crazy on the roasting. Alright, I'm going to put this in the freezer. But for now, it's going to stay there. Okay, and I found this. Okay, I'm going to use this right here. Okay, and I'm going to use some of this So Delicious. Should put it into containers so it's much easier. Ooh. Kind of things going on. Ooh. Let's see if this works. And I do want to put some of these slices I found. I was gonna cut them, but it seems a little easier if I just roll it up. The Viola, I think smoked Gouda. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Make it nice and cheesy. Oh, it's not gonna fit. Maybe just a piece. Okay, now it's time to roll this up and seal it up. Okay, these falling toothpicks. Trying my best to be gentle because they are falling apart. Turn this off so it doesn't happen again. Okay. Where am I at with it? Oh. Okay. Some of these falling toothpicks. Okay, now for the one that didn't really break, let's see if I can put put some of this smoked Gouda up in there. Okay, turn this over so y'all can see better. Yeah, this one's gonna hold it a lot better. Put all 3 cheeses in there. See how they're gonna go. I'm sure it'll be tasty. Okay. Time for some more toothpicks. Y'all can see this. It's a little further away, but I just don't want to move in and mess this up. Alright. Okay, and that was the process. I'm gonna do my second batch in a little bit, but you get the gist. I'll be back. Well, should I flour them now? I think I'm gonna freeze them so I don't break them. Alright, so I'm gonna freeze them for about, I don't know, who knows how long, but get them nice and chilled. Alright, y'all, be right back. Peace. What's going on, man? Andy back and tuning in. And I'm about to get ready for the egg wash. I apologize I didn't film the flour stage. I'll go through it right now, but this would be the egg wash. This is just egg. This is what I'm using today, made from plants, from mung bean actually. And normally with chile rellenos, from what I remember, you make the whole batch and then you just kind of reheat it. I'm cut for time, got things to do right now, but I'm going to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna do just one. And see if I can stretch this out. We'll see. I got my pan on medium high with some a good amount of oil, whatever oil you choose. I'm using avocado oil today. And check it out. Look. Okay, so this is the result. So for the first batch, I chose to freeze it first and then put the flour. But the second batch, I noticed that it was kind of easier to put the flour on and then freeze it. Maybe I need a spoon of some sort. Okay. But I should have filmed it, but hey, things were happening. I was taking a nap, and then this was taking quite a bit of process. I didn't think I was going to make this, being that I had to freeze it, cool it down, and make it manageable to handle. Uh-oh, hold up. Okay, but yeah, just egg is one of my favorite egg substitutes. I use it to make my vegan egg scrambles and whatnot when I don't have anything prepped to eat, and something simple. And I thought maybe I could use it. I didn't want to use chia seeds or flax seeds for this. This doesn't sound really appealing. It'll probably work, it just doesn't sound like it would taste good. Or mimic the old, you know, that little texture you get from frying eggs. Alright, just want to cover this. Like I said, I would have poured the whole thing, but I'm being a little lazy in cutting edges. Make some shortcuts. Just want to cover everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm not too crazy. You could season the egg wash. I'm not gonna. I'm pressed for time at the moment. I'm about to go watch a cool little show. I just want to make this before I go to work tomorrow, so I'm stressing about not having anything to eat. Gotta have something to eat in the tank. I want to make sure the oil is hot. That's why I preheated it. I'm heating it right now. Make sure you do the same. But yeah, just want to cover the flour. Man, I use all-purpose flour. It was seasoned previously from I think the orange chicken. So, you know, some smoked paprika, salt, black pepper, stuff like that. But I'm gonna leave that there. I have this cool little pan. Okay, I'm gonna move you over real quick so we can get the shots. Alright. Okay. Okay, you see the oil. Okay. Alright, now it's time to place it in the heat. Woo! Going up. Okay. It's kind of normal from what I remember of the regular chile rellenos, but I'm gonna start scooping the oil in a little bit as soon as that bottom part gets a little crust, some type of texture to it. But yeah, it's basically like a fried egg coating on a stuffed chili of your choice. Nothing too crazy, but it's quite traditional in the Mexican culture. Don't want to move it, get that crust, get that nice coating, and you just want to get like a nice brown texture or color to the sides. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes, we'll see. But yeah, man, keeping it simple. I made some refried beans. I'm cooking my rice right now, real small batch. Nothing too crazy, and we getting ready, man, to eat real well. I won't be doing the review today. I'll be doing the review probably on my next day off, which might be Wednesday or Thursday. I'll make another batch, no big deal. And I'll be eating this for the next week. Pretty excited. And like I said, man, when you put toothpicks in your food, please take them out before you eat, because that is dangerous. I don't think I gotta say it, but I'll say it. Alright, so now it looks like there's some type of crust on the bottom. Start layering the oil on the top layer before I flip it. And the pan is on medium heat, medium high. I'll raise it just a little bit up to the number 8. Alright, I see the brown. It's looking like it's getting a little crusty on the other side. I'm liking to see that the puffiness right there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Over here, see that kind of on the bottom? You know what's happening. It's doing its thing. Okay. Remember, this was frozen. And you could do it fresh, but it's just, I feel like it's a lot more manageable and easier to not rip the chile and have a big old mess in the pan, or even before the pan. Make sure I get every little spot coated. Ooh, it's starting to come apart. I don't like that. Maybe it's time to flip. We'll see. Give it just a little bit more. I'm gonna stop layering the oil. Let it do its thing naturally. When I flip, it's gonna be a little tough because this is the part where the toothpick's at. So I might grab my tongs for that. Give me a second. Let's do 1 more minute, and I'll get to flip it. See what's up. This just egg doesn't take too long to cook. Let's see. I think it's found. A little scary. Oh, I think it did it. Oh, wow. Not too anticlimactic. Normally when you flip it, it makes a mess, but I guess that's what happens when you use animal products. Actual eggs and such. Oh wow, it looks pretty. I do remember them making it with the white eggs whipped up into some type of froth, a frothy texture. Maybe I could use aquafaba for that next time. Next time. Okay. That might be the cheese coming out, but hey, it's alright. Feel the oil. So it's just about done. It stopped sizzling and bubbling, so I'm guessing it's almost finished. I'm gonna leave it out for a minute, and then I'm gonna plate it in my little container, ready for work tomorrow. I'll take a picture and y'all will see it. Peace. What's up, fam? Andy tuning in. It's not the first time I eat in this chile relleno. I actually had to, move some things around throughout my days and week. But this is my second time sitting down and enjoying this chile relleno. From what I can tell you is the first time I did burn it, I wasn't sure how long it would take. Would the just egg be like what I remember? I did kind of mess up and calculate that it was the clear of the eggs that we were used to whipping up and making this frothy kind of not really liquid, but more like a frothy kind of batter. And then we would dip the chile rellenos before we would fry them. Anyways, I fried it. Cool. I got some rice and beans and my salad. I'm gonna take a little bite though. So I do already know what it tastes like. Like I said before, if you put toothpicks in your food, make sure you take them out before you eat it. I know it wasn't spicy. It's a chile poblano, so nothing too crazy. The just egg was similar to what I remember. It just obviously going vegan is just not quite, but it's close. It's close. All right, y'all. Cheers. Okay, so right out the bat, I'm getting a little better at frying this kind of egg mixture with some oil. So this time I did not burn it. Just wasn't sure how long it would take, but not too long, maybe 2 or 3 minutes on each side. Okay, let me get some of that vegan cheese. Remember, it was the smoked, I think, provolone from Via Life. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's been good to me. Second bite. Once you get to like the center part of the chile, not just the tip, pause, but you can start tasting the roastness of the chile, the egg batter, and then as well as the cheese. Vegan cheese, in my opinion, doesn't always melt as much as I remember dairy cheese melting, but it has a similar taste, similar feel. And with the rice and beans, I got a little what is it, cornbread that I bought. Get a nice little meal, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm thankful that I had this idea that I was kind of looking for a shortcut to not make a big recipe, but turns out that chileans are a little involved, especially with the prepping, the freezing that I kind of look forward to coming from like a restaurant-based experience. Because you can make them fresh, they're just very floppy, and it becomes a mess if you're not a pro at this. Haven't made chile rellenos since like 2019. If we're gonna some taco shop out in California. But all in all, man, I'm happy I made this. You should too. I mean, I encourage people to veganize their culture. I thought I'd never have this again because of the egg wash or the egg whites, the cheese and stuff. But slowly but surely, man, I'm appreciating this kind of plant-based culture and where it can take me. I see it can take me far. All right, man, I'm enjoying my meal. I had work today. I'm starving. Peace, man. Appreciate you watching. Take care.